think we're live. I know there's a delay though, so I'm gonna refresh my stream page. How much of a delay is there? Okay, now we're live. Alright, so yeah. Let me pop out the chat again. Let's see that while I'm doing this. Hey Joey, you should come over and hang out if you're off work. So, before we start, I gotta refill my vape. There's just empty. So hopefully you can't hear the sound of children in the background. My mom's babysitting, so I'm hoping they're not too loud. But if you do hear them in the background, that's why. Zera be the big gay with the big titty goth girlfriend. Oh my god. I'm gonna pause the music just for now, simply because probably let the Charmed Ridge music play for a bit until people get sick of hearing it. So yeah. Hopefully this volume is roughly good. Yeah, so, yeah, this is an odd little stream. This is just me gonna do some practice runs, because the Spyro vs. Zera stuff lives on past that one, or those couple of goofy videos. It's now turned into more of a thing. Hello, Nitwit. For Nitwit's World. So yeah, this next one, this is going to be racing to a bunch of points that I put down flags at on my end so I could show Wally, the guy who would be playing Spyro, where the points are that we're supposed to be racing to, but also a nice visual indicator to people watching any videos of this, so yeah. Alright, wait a minute more and then I'll get started practicing. Hopefully, like I said, the volume is still fine with this playing now instead of the other one. Yeah, the other actual Imperial Style music or whatever. I can't speak. Hello, Spirestorm. Alright, let's see. So, this is a little tricky. I let Wally pick the next level that we would do, since, you know, it's my idea to start this all, and, like, I picked the first one, Clifftown. So he picked Charm Ridge. The reason we went with Charm Ridge rather than, like, another Spyro 1 level, even though Spyro 1 levels tend to be more platforming heavy, is because Spyro 1 levels are just kind of difficult to actually get the files from. They're very difficult to rip. They don't all behave. Spyro 2 and 3 levels are very much easier to deal with in terms of getting like the textures, the color, and everything without it like crashing out. Hey, Mr. George knows. So, you can see one of the flags there. This is one of the goal posts or whatever to run to. But yeah. So the thing with this, I thought this was gonna be easier, but I've realized after I've like run through this a bit, and after I picked all the spots, that I've like, it's gonna be rough. I'm not sure how rough it's gonna be, but it's gonna be decently rough because Zera doesn't climb, like stuff like that ladder right there is off limits. So the very start of the level here for Spyro, you would go up this ladder. I can't do that. That's kind of an issue. Granted, I can, like, you know, abuse the mechanics and manipulate them to get up here, and I can, of course, go over here. But I don't want to have to run the level back to front. Or actually, back to front to back, because I would have to go, like, all the way around, and then turn back all the way around and go back to the end. It's like, I luckily figured out that I am able to jump from the starting platform and just barely make it with sometimes stuff to get up at the top where the ladder is. Yeah, that ladder, I didn't even realize that it was an option, Ghosty, because I tried and it was just, I gave it one attempt and I was like, no, that's not gonna happen, that's too high. But it's actually possible, it's just quite difficult. So yeah, that'd be like the start of the run, and then here would be the first flag. Then I have to not mess it up. So this is where it gets more complicated. I had to, in this tiny space, pull off a handspring so I can get over here to this flag. And this one is... This is an interesting platform over there because, like, by default, without really, like, abusing Spyro's mechanics, you can't get over there with Spyro. And this is actually really difficult to get to with Zera as well. But Wally says you can get to it, so I'm really curious to see what route Wally's gonna take as Spyro. Like, I'm very interested. A lot of this would be easier probably for Spyro, but I don't know if it'll necessarily be quicker. But that I'm assuming he's gonna have to get up there with some kind of proxy or something, like he did with Cliff Town at the very start. And I already fucked up. Also, every time the game freezes for a second, it's me checking chat. Oops, I just clicked out of the window. This is also an interesting little thing here. Because again, I can't climb, so like the way Spyro would get up here is with this ladder that's on this wall. And I can't come this way at all. So I have to do some shenanigans to get around up here to this one. This one, this flag over there is difficult. Again, I have like just the tiniest little amount of space. I gotta go up here. Although I have no idea how long this stream is gonna be. This could be like a 3-hour stream or like a 20-minute stream. I have no idea. I just kind of wanted to practice. Now, the other interesting thing is because I didn't want to place anything down inside the level other than the flags, which have no bearing on gameplay, they're just markers. That means that, you know, Spyro would have a whirlwind here, and I could have put a whirlwind here, or like Zera's equivalent, but I didn't want to add anything in. So that means, you know, getting up there to that flag and, you know, over there to where Sergeant Bird is a little bit more difficult. Because I can't go up that way, and you can't reach it from the start area. It's interesting. I'm lucky though, because I think there's actually a couple ways I could do this with Zera. I think if I time this just right. or not. This way is definitely more difficult to do it from this ledge, though. But I also realized that this wall over here is actually flat enough for Zera's physics to allow her to stand here. Like, it's a slope, but it's not enough of a slope until a little bit farther down. So, like, right there is where I'd fall off. So yeah, if I can handspring, I can get up here, and then I can actually, you know, use this vantage point. And I can get up here, which actually gives me access to the entire level, because in Spyro, you know, collision is separated up into various pieces because the map is split apart. So not everything has collision. Like, I'm pretty sure in Spyro this does not have collision. None of this will. But in Zera, because it's all just one map that I imported, you know, it's all got collision. So I could, you know, get to all these other places over here quite easily. The only problem is this, I think, takes longer than just, you know, going from the front area to the back. Check the comments again. Never understood how to do that charge you were doing in midair to keep your altitude a bit better. Just keep dying when I try it in the demos you made. So the thing I'm doing is like a couple of things really quickly together. Trash Prime. Like, if you're talking about like this is what I call, this was what I referred to when it was Spyro as a charge hover loop. It's I mean, it's the same thing now. But it's, you know, it would be a flap hover, or a charge flap loop, or whatever. It's kind of difficult to do on a controller. I play on mouse and keyboard though, so it's a lot easier on mouse and keyboard. But the way it works is, you know, you hover, and because you can cancel out of a hover with charge, you can get just a little bit of extra height to extend the length of your glide, and also just, you know, get to the edge of certain platforms quicker. It's interesting little quirk in the mechanics. Like I said, it's kind of difficult to use on a controller. That little bit of mechanical abuse. Let me see what else. Will the Halloween themed level be ready for video by Halloween 2019? So I'm probably not gonna do like the Halloween demo, and I'm actually gonna turn the music off just so in game, anyways, so I can put the music on from the Hairstyle soundtrack, just so it's not dead silence when I pause. There we go. So I doubt like there's gonna be a Halloween demo now, because Zera Other Worlds is like the main demo, and there will be that. There's a plan to be like a Halloween sort of themed level already for the main game, Miss Awakens. So I'm probably not gonna repeat that here in Other Worlds. Crash Bandicoot fan 100. Wait, if you're comparing hard to get there with Spyro, isn't he not in the game? Full copyright shenanigans, or is it just a comparison to his mechanics? This is just a random, like, fun comparison to his mechanics kind of thing. Seeing like the difference between like how Zera plays versus how Spyro plays, and how they like fare in like the same level kind of thing. Because there's actually quite a bit of a difference between like the way Spyro plays and the way Zera plays after all is said and done. This is just kind of an interesting little thing. They got kind of competitive between me and Yes Wally1, who's a really fantastic Spyro speedrunner. And he's the one that will be doing the Spyro side of this. yeah. Yeah, this is just all kind of just for fun and goofs to compare. And I expect Wally to pull out, like, all the stops to do some crazy shit with Spyro in this, because like I said, I don't even know how he's gonna get to some of these flags. Well, one of them specifically, it's just that one over there where the cat witches would be, by the stairs. I don't know how he's gonna manage that, but it should be interesting. Also, does this music not keep playing? Oh, no. It immediately started once I looked away. Okay, let's see what else. You force the character to slide on slopes. So, Zera already does slide on slopes. It's just that the slope maximum angle, Armando, it's not necessarily the same as Spyro's, and like our physics don't work necessarily the same. So like the maximum angle she can walk up, I think, is slightly steeper than what Spyro's is, which is why, for instance, I'm able to get over here onto this, although only part of it. As you can see, like I can't land here or here. Although, to be fair, Spyro might actually be able to stand on this as well, but I don't know if this is actually solid in Spyro. This might actually be one of the parts of the collision mesh that has no collision, because you normally never be able to get here without, like, cheats or something. Or not cheats necessarily, but most likely like a moon jump kind of thing, or if you're like Wally, you can proxy and do crazy shit. So, I'm not sure what the difference there would be for Spyro, but he might be possibly able to walk on that. But just in general, it's kind of all handled like whether or not, you know, the angle, it's checked for when she's on the ground to see if the angle is too steep or not, and then she'll slide. Turn down the music. I don't know if you meant. I don't know which music you meant, Gabe, but I'll turn it down slightly. I mean, Joey, there's already, like, we have the slide tag. I don't know if I would want to add a slope one, just because... Actually, we don't even need to have a slope one, because anything that by default doesn't have a layer, like it's just default layer, she automatically slides off of. Like, she can't stand on it. This will be a level based off Spencer's State Resident Evil. Probably not. How do you feel about the idea of a minigame or sort of mechanic that is integrated into the world that is related to minigolf? So, back when it was Spyro Mist Awaken, like, one of the original, very, very early levels was Windmill Way, and there was going to be, like, you know, golf and stuff. That's actually where the flag models are from that I stuck in the level. I actually already had the assets that I made forever ago still of the flags, and I just kind of stuck them in here. There's actually a golf hole for each flag, but it's the model's lowered into the ground slightly, so you can't actually see it, but it's, like, right here below the flag. But yeah, originally there was going to be like a some kind of golf-based minigame for like Windmill Way, but I don't really like the idea in general of a lot of minigames for Zera. Just, I don't really feel like it fits her gameplay. Download Other Worlds when I get the chance. Yes, definitely should. Will be very, very fun. Oof, my chat just skipped ahead completely. I like it when there's a horror level in an otherwise non-horror game. I mean, here's the thing. I wouldn't be opposed to doing some kind of, like, spookier level. I just don't know how dark I would want to go with it. Just because this is, like, you know, this is Zera, and she's, you know, she's a pink, cute derp. And and I don't know, she's all pure and innocent. I don't know if I want to go like spooky and blood and guts and anything, but I'm not saying it's out of the possibility that there would be, you know, some sort of spookier themed level, but just don't know what. Be kind of something I'd have to work out and see if it would work or not, but it could be interesting. Just occurred to me that it's Hero Styles music. Yeah. Love me some Hero Style music. Really like the idea of having Spyro versus Zera speedruns. Fun to watch. Yeah, it's just like a random... It's just a random thing that was just like a sort of goof to mess around with, because I was like, huh. Like, I had Ghosty get me like a copy of Clifftown, and I was like, I'm just gonna run around here because I just want to see like how does Zera play now after all this time instead of a Spyro level. Then I was like, huh, I wonder, you know, compared to Spyro, like how quick she is doing this to that. And then it turned into like Yes Wally 1 was in my Discord, and he's like, oh, is that a challenge I see? And he's like, you know, fucking beastly Spyro speedrunner, so it was on in that case. So this is an interesting kind of thing to do. Also, sorry if I'm pausing and not playing all that much, but I don't know, I just kind of want to make sure I'm keeping up with the chat. It's slightly, it's annoyingly not completely within like my view on the screen. So I keep having to go from the game window to the chat window, and I can't do both at the same time. It's really annoying. Could resize the game window, but I don't think I can now that I'm playing it. Nope. Fuck. It'd be cool to one day see this competition carry over into Zera's home court if possible. Dude, I've been thinking about that. I think that would be really, really neat. Like, if Spyro Edit gets to the point where you can import your own custom meshes in for levels, that would be insanely good. Like, I would absolutely love something like that, you know, having the possibility of happening. Like, if we could import, like, a Zera level into Spyro and then, you know, play this in reverse kind of thing. My only concern with that is due to the movesets and the differences. I don't think Spyro would get very far in your average Zera level, especially because like there wouldn't be any like enemies to like, you know, abuse proxies from or anything like that. Like, I'm not sure how well that would go, to be honest. It would be interesting, and if it was ever possible, I'd want to do it, but I don't know. And so I think I got my screen adjust to where I can kind of look and play at the same time. So let me make sure this chat window auto scrolls. Hi, Cuboid. Sorry, I'm slow to respond. Yeah, Hero's Tale music is very cute. It is love. It is life. And out of all the Spyro soundtracks, in terms of like inspiration for Zera, it's actually not really the original Spyro soundtracks anymore. That's the main inspiration. Not since it's not Spyro Mist Awakening anymore. It's more so a Hero's Tale. I just love the general vibe and style of a Hero's Tale soundtrack. So. Spooky themes involve green or purple for a more friendly appeal. Oh, have I got the level for you then? Wait till you guys get to play Drury Valley and Mist Awaken, because that is all green and purple. I understand, I meant non-blood and guts, like a giant mansion, similar to the ones in Minecraft, like a haunted house. I mean, a haunted house kind of level would be very neat. Like, a very cheesy sort of like, almost jump scary kind of thing, like you'd have like little pop-ups, like almost like Spooky's jump scare mansion kind of thing. Just on that level of like goofy, but still kind of like might get you if you're off guard kind of thing. It could be kind of interesting. Do you think you would do a beach coastal water type level? There is planned to be like a beach sort of level in the main game, Mist Awaken. Which I'm blanking. Oh, Sandy Oasis is the current working title for that. And I'm actually really excited for that because I think it's going to be a really pretty level, if nothing else. And Zera, yeah, Zera can swim, Adira. So there will be underwater stuff. I see someone making a meme of Zera being that yawning axolotl. I would love to see that too, because I love me some good axolotl stuff. There's a piano, or the piano in Mario 64. Well, there's actually, I don't know if you've seen it then. So we've seen the yawning axolotl meme, but there's like another axolotl thing of it playing like a piano as well. It's super cute. Oops. What is Zera? Is she like a dragon squirrel? So Zera is part axolotl, part fruit bat. So she is an axobat. Although, by the time I've said this, yeah, someone will already have said it in the chat because I'm on such a delay. Also, another interesting thing, so because I'm in, you know, a ripped version of the level, like, I don't have access to these stairs here. I actually could have pulled them out, potentially, but because of how they were ripped and needing to remove duplicates because of how things get ripped, like, they're actually, like, all jacked up, and if I pulled them out, they would all be all wonky. So, like, the stairs are just not a usable thing here. Yeah, it's like, I don't think I can actually get up that way. I have to, like, actually go this way. Ooh, I'm surprised I made that. So, the reason I haven't shown off much in terms of, like, swimming, like, I was trying to not blame you, Ghosty. I didn't want to say the exact reason. I didn't want to blame you and be like, yeah, Ghosty messed up when he merged faces, and now I can't use these stairs. Blame Ghosty, everyone. He's in the chat. Blame him. No, it's like, the reason I don't show much swimming, and I haven't really done much with, like, that in terms of levels and like, what's been shown, is just because swimming's a bit slow, and, like, I want to get it refined to the point where it's, like, you know, as fun to play with as her land mechanics are, because swimming is just, like, I don't know. It's just, it could be really tedious and kind of annoying, even in Spyro, which has fairly decent, you know, swimming mechanics. Like, it's still just, it's nothing compared to just the actual raw platforming. So, like, I wanna fix up swimming a lot more before I'd be satisfied with it enough to, like, actively use it in level development. Zera don't need no stairs anyhow. Honestly, I hate stairs when I make levels. I refuse to put stairs in if I can help it, because it's just, like, kind of awkward. Especially because Zera is quite a bit faster than Spyro is by default, like normal, like dash speed versus his charge speed. So, like, to clear this without stopping and, like, doing this, like, I don't know, it's sluggish, and I don't like this kind of thing in the environment. I got to do some weird roundabout stuff to, like, not bonk. It's very easy to bonk on steps like these. I don't know, stairs and platformers, I don't like. I just, in general, don't like stairs and platforming. Like, I just try to avoid it. If you ever make a 3D platformer, don't put stairs in it. Use slopes or just some creative, you know, platforming, or, you know, if you're gonna use steps, use bigger ones like this, where, you know, it's a full, like, transitional, like, you know, like, jump or something. Like, you can, you know, do a full move up it. You're not required to, like, you know, stop and do this kind of slow walk thing. Tedious little jumps. I don't know. I'm just rambling now. Yeah, reignited swimming it's okay. It's not the greatest. I will say I like reignited swimming far more than I like the flying, though. Both are wonky, but I think the flying and reignited is so much worse. Like, actively makes me dislike Spyro 3 speedways, which is really difficult to do, and kind of upsetting, because they were the only speedways in the games that I liked and would actually want to replay. So I think the ones in Spyro 2 were kind of annoying with Hunter's challenges, and like Spyro 1's just the later ones get ridiculous. Yeah, that is the thing. Trying to make swimming like satisfying. If you made a slope with stair textures on it, I mean, if you want to do that, like, yeah, it's like you can do stairs, but like these kind right here, where it's just like, you know, very short, quick, steep steps. It just doesn't go well for, you know, platforming. And I understand part of this was put here for like the challenge of like, oh, you gotta quickly move up here before the cat witches, you know, do the thing. But it's like, it's just, it's kind of a pain in the ass to actually play through it. Like, if you're gonna do steps like these, like, drag out these steps to be, like, you know, 2.5 times the current width. And maybe make, you know, the steepness slightly less, so that you can, you know, more easily, you know, go from platform to platform. I think a good example of how to not ever do stairs in a platformer is, and I don't say this to, like, shit on Spyro 2, but Winter Tundra. The steps leading up to Ripto's lair are just awful. They're just no. Don't ever do that. Don't do that to people. Don't do that to people in a platformer. It's so annoying. It's just like a little thing I've realized that I really dislike about Spyro sometimes is like steps. But it's not just Spyro. Like a lot of platformers in general like to put stairs that just, they're not really like a platforming challenge. They just slow you down and impede your progress because of how you have to take them gradually compared to like everything else. You can't keep up your momentum. I think Nitro has some really good swimming mechanics so far. Yeah, Nitros are pretty damn decent. I'm still not 100% set on them, but that's just because I think they're very much along the lines of Spyros, which again, are pretty good. But I'm just like, there's something about swimming that I want to work out more of, because I'm just, like, I am wary to do much more of a swimming until we have it at a satisfactory point. Yeah, definitely had to put a wind tunnel in to skip the stairs. Yeah, because you don't want to do that staircase twice. That's fucking annoying. Like, I mean, that's like a super extreme and obvious example of how to not do steps. And I get it works visually as like a thing to like set off the, or offset the end part of the level, like for Ripto's arena being up so high and like towering above. But it's just a pain in the ass to actually, you know, play that. Yeah, Ohira posts some cool things on Twitter for Nitro. I don't remember if he posted on Twitter or not, but he was shit. He's been recently like blocking out, it looks like almost like a kind of, the thing I could compare it to is like, I guess, Cliff Town in the Sky kind of level. Like these islands of like rock wall things, and I don't know. It looks pretty neat. Yeah, it's definitely the towering thing for Winter Tundra with Ripto's Arena being up that high. It's definitely like a visual thing. But it's just, in theory, actually playing it, I'm like, oh god, I hate these steps. It'd be neat if stairs were to give the character more momentum. I mean, that could be a neat thing in theory, but it's just a question of how would you approach that? Speaking of a Hero's Tale, OST, I'm not a fan of how all the bosses have, or all the bosses but in Neptune have the same boss theme. Yeah, you know what? I didn't even think I've noticed that before, but that is kind of a thing, isn't it? And it, honestly, I don't think the boss theme's that great. It's one of the things, like one of the few things from the soundtrack where I'm like, this is kind of really generic. I'm not that into it. Yeah, the autumn scene was pretty cool too. That Nitro, or the dev for Nitro, Hirokayu, posted. I think I'm saying his name right. I hope I'm saying his name right. I never fucking know. Oh, I fucked up. I think Toys for Bob will end up changing some of the controls for the re-releases of Spyro Reignited. I don't know if I see them changing anything for the re-releases. I think it's just gonna be just straight up ports. I don't imagine anything changing, because I don't even think that Toys for Bob will be the ones handling the ports. At least from, you know, previous things with like Crash and stuff, I don't think it was handled by Vicarious Visions. So I don't know that Toys for Bob is going to handle the porting for Reignited. Yes, I'm having fun, Wally. I've kind of figured out a route for this, but it's stupid. It's like several very tiny, precise jumps that need to be made because I don't have stairs or a whirlwind, or not stairs, climbing or a whirlwind in my version. Fuck. Should actually get back to like actually practicing. This is what the stream was gonna be for. I've just been dicking around answering questions now. Not that I mind. Okay, it's not a bad start so far. Can I make it? Can I make it? Yes. Okay. Oh, fuck. No, and it's gone. I'm really interested to see what route you do, because ever since I asked you if that one platform was possible with Spyro, I'm like, what the fuck is he about to do? Like, I'm assuming there's gonna be proxies afoot, because that's the only way I can think of that you'd be able to get up to that one platform. Of course, I'm also very bad at Spyro and abusing his mechanics, so I'm probably wrong, but I'm quite interested to see what you do with that. Oh, fuck's sake. Oh, come on. Oh, man, I fucked it. Why am I so bad? I don't know why, but I feel like an Aussie Outback like setting could work really well with Zera. You know, now that you make me think of it, I'm like picturing like some Australia type thing, and I can just see like some kangaroos or something, and like Outback, like sort of adventuring clothes, almost like the one dude in Mystic Marsh, I think, whose name I can't remember now. Spyro 2, like his kind of clothes. Is that the soundtrack for this current one? Is this Sergeant Bird? Let me check. Oh yeah, this is. Shut up, Ghosty. When you could do better, you let me know. Where's your video at of you doing this shit? We'll see you make that jump. Is there a Thai crossover? You know, I don't think I know shit about Thai. I think I played the game, I don't even know which Thai I played, but it was like so long ago when I was a kid. I played it at like a friend's house or something. I don't know which one, and I just played it for like 5 minutes, and then I think we had to go. That's what I know about Thai. That's technically the full route. Wow, if I didn't just fuck it up at the end. But I don't think that was fast enough. Spoiler 6 proxies. Oh god. I almost wonder maybe it would be faster if I just got on top of the fucking level like I know I can. I don't know. I don't know, I heard, or at least, like, I've seen Nitro Rad cover it, and I've heard that, like, Ty gets, like, I think it gets, like, just kind of, I don't know, like, I can't actually, now that I think about it, I can't remember what fucking Nitro Rad said, because I've seen his reviews of him, but I don't even remember now. I forgot entirely where I was going with that sentence. Okay, I don't know what the fuck happened there. Oh, god damn it. Not joking, there are actual many Vor goblins in native Australian myth called... I'm not even gonna pronounce... No, I butchered that. Jump. There's an opportunity there, and I missed it. Oh, is Ty the one that had that commercial? Where, like, all the other platformer mascots were, like, bandaged up in a hospital kind of thing? Oh, shit. And there went this version of the run. Nope. Yep, I'm just gonna... yeet myself off this cliff and try again. Why do I keep doing that? I'm an idiot. God damn it. And now my dogs are barking. Sorry in advance. Well, it's not in advance because you won't get this warning until you're already hearing the dogs barking. But sorry. Sorry from the future me that you're now hearing in the present whenever you're hearing it. I'm just gonna... 2 is okay, but it becomes a mission-based collectathon, which doesn't work so well. Yeah, from the only thing I could remember from Nitro Rad's like reviews of it is that it seemed like it started off decently, and then like the series just kind of progressively got worse. Like each game just kind of was worse than the last one, kind of thing. But maybe I'm remembering wrong. I truly just don't remember the reviews that well at this point. Oh, god damn it. Alright. Son of a bitch. Oh, come on. I'm so bad. Too much anxiety. My nerves are just ruining this. Yeah, it definitely got worse over time. Yeah, that's the vibe I got from Ty as a series. And so I haven't really bothered to like play it. Oh, god damn it. I do this like differently every other time I attempt that jump, and I never remember which way is the correct way. Miss 90s, early 2000s Burger King. They had some cool commercials and stuff. And I think the kids my mom are babysitting are crying. Something is happening. So hopefully that doesn't get too loud. I might have to end the stream. And god, I fucked it all up again. This music seems to have just stopped existing. Why did you stop playing? Alright. Just gonna eat myself again. Imagine a small red goblin, but it rushes at you, opening its mouth 4 times its body. It's like the bushes in Fact Show. I prefer to not. I swear, those bushes still scare the shit out of me sometimes. The same thing with the ones in Misty Bog. Those little trees or whatever the fuck they are. Not a fan. Devil dogs in Dark Passage, for whatever reason, don't bother me nearly. Son of a bitch. Oh my god. Why am I so bad? I don't even know what the children are doing. They're doing something loudly in unison. I have to turn off Windows Firewall to play Zera. Why so? Because a lot of antiviruses are fucking retarded and think that any random unknown exe is like virus, red flag. Or like, oh, random unknown exe and it's uncommon, definitely virus. Oh, son of a bitch. Like, I'm trying to remember which one it is. Like, Avast fucking hates any build of the game I've ever tried to, like, put out. I don't know why Avast specifically just heavily dislikes anything to do with it. But then, like, any of my other antivirus stuff I've ever checked with, nothing. Because why the fuck would there be anything? Oh my god. Actually, kind of a really annoying thing. Like, what the hell is happening there? Is that a serious question that I might answer on stream? Have you heard of a massive protest by a group of furries on Twitter demanding legalized that word that I'm not gonna say? So it's just awkward. I fucked it already. I feel like you could make jump from the ladder cliff to the first flag with that save on time. I want there to be color codes, for sure. But I'm not sure which cliff or which flag you're talking about. Son of a bitch. If you mean the one that's like straight ahead through here, like this one right here, this flag, this one has to be done last just because like, I could get that. But that's not really going to do me much good because I'm still going to have to then come back through here so I can go around and up, or I'd have to go all the way through the level and around. It's just, I don't know, because of the way it's all set up and because of the lack of certain mechanics in this. I actually made that. Like, it's got there's like a set route that is just objectively going to be the fastest way in this. Is there? It's real, look it up. I'm not I'm not that interested in the ongoings of furry Twitter to look it up. I'm good. I'll take your word for it though. Oh god. Jesus fucking I am so bad. should have gotten like pop or something before I started the stream, because I am hella thirsty, and I can't do that now unless I want to stop and leave. I'm gonna put the stream on hold for like 20 minutes to go drive to UTF and come back. Okay, this is a decent start so far. This is actually potentially the run if I could not butcher this, because everything else past this point. Ah, fuck. Okay, it's not dead yet. It's probably dead, but okay, it's dead. God damn it. Alright, some of these things in the chat I'm just not gonna read out loud. Yeah, I did just say pop. I'm from the north, the US, so I say pop. Oh, I just got a lag spike, that's nice. I just butchered that jump. You call it soda or Coke or something, Trash Prime? So I know like people in the South tend to, actually basically everywhere other than the North in terms of the US seems to call it like soda, or if they're in the South like Texas for some reason, people call it Coke there. No matter what kind of drink it is, just weird. Like people go to a restaurant and be like, yeah, I'll have a Coke, and they'd be like, what kind? Like, why would you? I don't know. It's like referring to like, you know, all pizza as a Pizza Hut or a Domino's. I don't know. Sound like Cole Sprouse. I don't know what Cole Sprouse sounds like, so it could be good or bad. So both Zera and Spyro will be racing to the flags. Yeah, the flags aren't in the Spyro version, obviously, because I just have access to levels, so, you know, with the imported version I can put whatever in here. The flags are there to be marked down location-wise, and so I could show Wally what the set points were. But, yeah. We'll be racing to all the flags, Mako, and then racing to the exit to the level. Oh, I think Joey is actually here. Yeah, probably should change the subject, because this is, you know, wilding out about furry stuff in the fucking chat. Also, hold on a second. Hi, still streaming. So, close the door.
One small child is like, you working your heelys? And I'm like, oh. That's a clever question.
Alright, how long have I been live for? 54 minutes. I think I'm gonna call it for now, guys. This was just a really short, random, impromptu stream. What's wrong with the oh. Oh my god. I just now realized it's because it's been off the side of the screen, I think.
Huh.
So it's not been updating when I'm playing. Let me check. Is that? Yeah.
Hi, guys.
Oh my god.
What? I'm on the stream too now.
Oh my god, Joey. Back. Look up.
It's fine.
I'm gonna punch you. Yeah, that's why, because I moved it over the game, Frank. I moved it over off to the side of the screen so that I could see the chat at the same time and not have it cut off, but I didn't realize that was cutting off and doing some weird shit there. But yeah. yeah, I'm gonna say that's gonna be the end of the stream. It's been an hour of me dicking around in a weird Zera Charm Ridge thing. So, I will see all of you guys at some point. I don't know when, but talk to you all later. Have fun discussing the various Twitter things that you're discussing. And I'm gonna go for now. Hopefully I'll have, you know, the actual video up with Wally in the next couple days or something. I'm not sure how long it'll take both of us to get recorded version ready and done. Whomst is the dude? That would be Joey. If you're asking who the dude was in the background. He was in the chat earlier as Joey Mace. So yeah. No, don't go Cole Sprouse. Apparently I sound like fucking Cole Sprouse. I don't know what he sounds like though, so I'm gonna have to look that up after this. Let's see if it's accurate or not. Yeah, alright, enough rambling from me trying to leave and not actually leaving. I'm gonna go now, for real.
I am a failed child actor. Goodbye.
Oh my god, shut the fuck up. Alright, goodbye.